When it comes to back pain, injury prevention is the best medicine. In the past, I've shown you exercises that can help strengthen your lower back, but I've never shown you a proper sequence. Renee is going to help us with this for today. First of all, we're going to start off with the simplest movement for low back to loosen it up. It's called the cat stretch. And what's really important here is that you always assume the correct position. The correct position is that you're balancing yourself on your hands and on your knees, and your knees should be about shoulder width apart. So from that position, what you want to do is you want to take the tension out of the low back, specifically the low back with the spine and the muscles. The way that this works basically is that you're going to round your back by putting your head down and your hips move slightly forward. You hold that position for a few seconds, and then what you want to do, you want to create an arch in your back by raising your head up and raising your hips up. Now what you would do is repeat that sequence 5 or 6 times, back and forth, and what this will do is warm up your low back, loosen it up, get the tension out of the area, and get you ready for the next exercise. Very good. Next, we're going to do what we call a quad balance. You're going to be in the same position. Now what you're going to do, basically, you're going to extend one leg and the opposite arm. The secret here is to make certain that you don't over-rotate. What you want to do is make sure that your low back is parallel to the ground and that this forward arm is straight ahead. You hold that again for a few positions, go down to your neutral position, and then you're going to work on the other arm and the other leg. Again, I'm a great believer that you should do this every day, and you should do this for maybe 3 to 5 seconds at a time. Excellent. Next, we're going to go to the next sequence. In the next sequence, you're going to lie down on a soft surface on a mat. And then from this position, what we want to do is have a series of back extensions. They're very gentle. And what we're going to do is we're going to extend our arms first, and we're going to raise our left arm and right leg. You're going to focus on the low back. You're going to hold up for a few seconds. You're going to put your limbs down, and you're going to go to the opposite limbs. You're going to do this 2 or 3 times with each arm, and then you're going to go to the next progression. Now the next progression, you're going to keep your legs down, but you're going to really focus on raising your upper body and arms up towards the ceiling. So it's going to be arms up towards the ceiling. You're going to hold that for about 5 seconds. And then what we're going to do is what we call Supermans or Supergirl in this instance. You raise your lower body up and upper body, focus on the low back, you hold that for a few seconds, and then you would repeat. Another exercise that goes hand in hand with this is that we want to do a back extension from a lying down position. So what Renee would do now is focus on arching her lower back, and she'll hold that position, and she's going to feel a really nice stretch. Finally, Renee, you're going to get into a push-up position. And this is our final exercise. Now, this exercise is mostly for the advanced, but it's a really good indicator of your back health. Now, from a push-up position, make certain that your hips line up with your shoulders. And what you're going to do now is you're going to raise one leg up, and then the opposite arm straight ahead. Now, you notice that it's a real challenge for her to keep that position. What you want to do is you want to keep trying. In the beginning, you're only going to hold it for a few seconds, but as your back gets stronger, you're going to hold it longer and longer. And you can hold this position where your hips are down for 30 seconds. You won't have to worry about back injuries.